Been killed. Oh, no.
Death, rats, and corpses. Death, rats, and corpses.
Children.
Death, rats, and corpses. Death, rats, and corpses.
It's raid.
Karen. Death, rats, and corpses.
It is 789.
Why was 3 afraid of 5? No, because 5, 8, 13. Haven't you heard of Fibonacci? Why was 6 afraid of 7? Because 7 was a registered 6 offender.
Because of that awful porn addiction.
Mm-hmm.
Almost finished eating my rice.
All right.
You guys like rice?
Apparently
so.
I'm just hungry.
Yeah, I should probably eat more. I've only eaten 1,500 calories today, and I've walked like 10 miles.
You'll be like, I have to walk more, and then you'll just collapse.
Yeah.
Please don't do that.
I mean, to be fair, I'm losing weight pretty quick this week.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do it unhealthily.
But I don't want to die, yeah, so yeah, I will eat more later. All right. Hey, Internet! Highway 47 here. We're going to make this quick. I'm Shaggy B. This is Dracofunk.
Hey, I'm Dracofunk.
This is Scrodrick.
Hey, it's me.
All right, let's get right into it. This is the Orville Identity Part 2, Season 2, Episode 9. You don't want to wait around. We want to wait there. Let's jump right in. You guys ready to start?
Hey, but,
yes.
You know, we got to say our usual things. Hey, this episode originally aired February 28th, 2019, has an IMDb rating also of 9.3, same as the previous episode.
Awesome. You were like gone for the part where I said we'll do that at the end, so that's cool.
So let's get going.
Yes, all right. Get your fingers over the play buttons.
I'm not ready at all.
Breaks.
Fingers.
Dracofunk's not ready.
Manipulators.
Well, maybe they're on a phone, man. Oh, you're right. Yeah, fingers.
Yeah.
Manipulators. I'm excited. I want to see it. I want to see it.
I've been waiting so long.
I've been waiting like 5 minutes, but you've been waiting like a month.
So
yeah, I watched it like the day after the original air date for part 1 and then stopped.
Right.
yeah, I haven't done the thing where you like hit play and then wait for Alara to bust down the door.
God damn it!
Then you gotta wait for it to load. And you gotta hit pause and then the 10-second rewind button. I hadn't done that. Now I've done that.
I'm like a goddamn gigolo, ready to burst.
Yes.
I just quoted the Game Grumps. Go watch the Game Grumps. They're funny. All right, we ready?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, this is the Orville Season 2, Episode 9, Identity Part 2, and we are starting it together in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go.
Ooh.
That's horrifying and ominous.
Yeah. You know, they haven't killed them all yet.
That's the error in their strategy.
Mm-hmm.
Gordon's dead.
I'll say the next thing you see is him flying across the thing.
I've been to Jersey.
Get some bad Burger King there.
I did.
Yeah.
In a small town.
Oh man, now I want bagels.
Bagels. I want like pizza bagels, you know? Bagel bites, that's what they're called.
Not like the pizza rolls that make your stomach explode.
Right. He won't help you. By the way, it's your fault. Kid, you have already gotten everybody killed.
Oh, shit.
Well, she didn't last long.
Doctor?
Nope. Maybe you ought to quit running away, Ty, and getting people killed.
Leave her. What?
Yeah.
Can anybody emulate the modem handshake signal?
Not very well. I like that. That's like halfway in between the modem and like I don't know, like a chicken.
And a
Maybe.
psych patient.
Yeah. Yeah. And like Zero Mostel. What role am I thinking of his that he does that in?
If you know what role he's thinking of, put it in the comments.
If you know how to
It's a
row that boat with Zero Mostel, leave a comment.
Commercial break.
I beat you.
We're back.
Whee! You're getting through to him. It bears mentioning to the audience, both of you, that we are now all three in the dark. None of us have seen this.
That is correct.
So I can go back to predicting things.
Um, that doesn't sound like a good deal.
Not really. Oh, wow.
Hmm. You know, the union has shown that they have like contingency plans.
They have, yeah.
I mean,
Auto destruct.
the smaller one.
It is, yeah.
You don't like my thousands of Kalon ships?
Yeah. It's a good thing he's a shitty liar. Well,
they're
So
gonna
much for your crew.
explode.
Must go faster.
yep. So much for that.
Commercial break.
Whee!
We're back.
Woo! Agony Booth?
That's a paddling.
Yeah. Why should he? He's already being punished. Well.
Hmm.
Now, if they're really effective AIs, they'll kill Isaac now.
Well, they did give him the distinction of being built after they had taken over.
True.
And then he'll come back to life, just like Princess Leia.
Yeah. That is a horrifying visual.
Yep.
Ooh.
Hmm.
And neither are you. Resentment sure seems to be.
Hmm.
Yeah. He's really behaving like a slave driver.
Oh.
Well, yeah. It does seem like a better option than where you're at right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thanks.
Gonna go swimming.
In the P corner?
Yeah.
Remember that conversation that we had about how you
Commercial
wouldn't
break.
be able to order me to my death? Whee!
We're back.
Woo! So how do you get the shuttle out? And how would they not... Okay. So at this point, we have to either accept that the writing is full of plot holes, or the Kalons are not as intelligent as they want us to believe.
Even if they are programmed, it's quite possible that there's holes. Just
stay in
one?
there. I'll keep feeding them over.
I need... Must go now.
Yes.
Cloak the shuttle.
Must go now. Go now. To go now.
Yeah.
You should already be gone.
Oh, you're a good pilot.
Go now. Go now.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Cloak.
Cloak.
Yeah.
Cloak.
Do the cloaks work at quantum speed?
That's a good question. We don't know.
Do it. Don't talk.
Yeah. Tie. And they're going to kill you if you don't do it, so fucking let him go.
Yeah. Go. Go.
Yep, do it now. Oh God, please don't be that a way to write Norm Macdonald off the show.
Yeah, really. You know, she might fit, but that's all right. Jeffrey's tubes on this ship are too small.
Yeah, they're just Jeff tubes.
Doggy door, you know.
Yeah.
Commercial break.
Bum, bum, bum. We're back.
Yeah, that thing.
Oh, hey, it's bigger there.
Oh, but it got small again.
Hmm.
This is the secret transmitter room.
Even if they shoot you. Oh,
Yeah. Go.
Um.
Well, if he could do that, then
it's gonna assimilate him. Oh, damn. Okay.
oh, that's ow.
Ow.
Yep, that's how they got Norm Macdonald off the show.
God damn it.
He might still have a pulse. Yes.
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 Shut the up. Listen to
Yeah.
authority.
Yeah, let's do it.
We have no idea how the quantum drive works.
They just went to ludicrous speed.
So, can the Kalons do that?
Good question. All right, now how are you going to send that message?
We didn't think that far ahead.
That's have more than that.
Hey, found it.
Yay! I think.
Okay, it's not the probulators. Okay.
Yeah. Better hope that one girl is on the ship.
Well.
Yes.
No, he's totally read the Uncana.
Yeah.
Hail Avis.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, those guys.
Yeah.
So, get ready for this.
Yeah.
Commercial break.
Notice, not one of our ships. Notice that.
Like we were running from that same trajectory.
We're back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, crap.
Should have done that earlier.
Huh.
Aim for the center. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess so.
An elaborate hoax.
A Chinese hoax, just like climate change. With their Huawei's and their whatever. I thought he was going to choose a news name.
It's like, no, climate change wasn't a hoax. It was just canceled out by nuclear winter.
Well, whose life matters more to you? Falcon neck pinch. Haha, well done.
Hmm.
It's rather prophetic.
Must be faster.
Yeah.
Yeah, the three at the front were pretty quick.
Including you?
That's the screenshot I saw.
Ah,
Could open the door.
Let him say goodbye to his robot dad first.
I know, but robot dads, robot uncles are kind of still out there.
Yeah, but they don't know yet.
Yeah, but
you need to get to Yaphet.
Yeah.
Good.
Toba's like, man, I don't understand any of this shit.
I'm only 6 months old.
Yeah. And it's kind of like out of here on the floor, you know.
Uh, oh, good.
Yeah.
Commercial break.
Commercial break.
We're back.
And it's just like Monday Night Raw. They start the match during the commercial.
It's better than Wolf 359.
True.
No.
Jesus.
Hmm.
Wow, that one ship was huge.
Yeah.
Why are you talking to him?
Well,
Fuck.
Um, mm. It's a good thing they got a deflector upgrade.
Yeah, really. Wow, what was that? I didn't even see what that, like, broken apart pile of rubble was there.
Ow.
Ugh.
Ugh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mm.
Hmm. That's either good or very bad,
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
or one than the other.
Yeah. Okay.
Stay out of their way.
I'd say let the Krill lead, bring the Orville to
Yeah.
the back of the line.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Maybe not. Symbolic, towards the front might help them. I don't
Oh
know.
yeah, they have fighters.
Yeah, that's right.
I kind of like that helmet.
I do too. Oh yeah, he can fly one of those.
Yeah, experience.
Mm. Ow.
What? I don't get it. To a gigantic mortuary underground on a planet full of robots. Wait, are people... well, okay, fine.
So, how much of the Union fleet survived?
Not much.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. I thought he died.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's an engineer, too.
Yeah. Nope.
He should, like, get a
Somehow-
medal or something.
Yeah, it's, like, awesome.
Yeah.
I wasn't
That's how
expecting
he got
that.
into the other guy. That's how he went into the other dude.
Yeah, but...
Under his aegis. He's going to come back out like, nope, sorry, can't help you. I tried. Later, all.
Claire, what are you doing later?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Yaphet's still inside you?
Yeah.
They're not going to resolve that? That's actually a lot of really broken ships.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's a good thing they had like a dry dock right there.
What about all the other Kalons you have?
Yeah.
It would also be a very good signal to them that maybe you're not all incorrigible slave drivers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No.
That's why I'm the captain.
Didn't he also just basically save the planet?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there you are. So I'm finding myself at the end of this. I was trying to sort of form an opinion there, and I was thinking back to some of the things that I've said in like our retrospectives about like my recency bias, right?
Mm-hmm.
And how, you know, I tend to overestimate my opinion of things that I've just experienced. And then I caught myself as I was thinking through that, and I realized that the only reason that crossed my mind is because this is good enough to put it in the same sort of tiers as like some of the best movies I've ever seen. So the only reason that it crossed my mind to like check my opinion is because we're already in the categories of things that are among the highest quality that I've experienced. That was fantastic. I mean, I'd put that well into the same order as like the best of both worlds from Next Generation, or Star Trek 2 or Star Trek 6, or, you know, well, maybe like Return of the Jedi, you know. That was so well done.
Well, and I like, in contrast to what has been going on with Star Trek these days, we've had episodes to build up, get to know the characters, care about them before we got to shooty, explodey violence, and there was a reason behind it.
Right, exactly. That was a spectacular battle, you know, and the visual effects are exciting. I'm not going to say impressive because it's 2018. We know we can do that with CG. Well executed and a lot of fun to watch, yes. But, you know, I'm not surprised that they could pull it off by any means. But that's exactly it. That's where it differs from so much of the sci-fi we've seen in the past 20 years. In that this had some weight to it. You know, you cared what was going on. It wasn't shooty splody for the sake of shooty splody.
They didn't rush to it. They could have had a huge battle like this early on.
Exactly.
Yeah, but it wouldn't have. I mean, there are people that are attracted to that. Sure, I give them that. But
I'm one of those people. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, but I really do appreciate when there are characterizations before you get to that. You know?
Yeah, it has to matter. You know, it just has to matter. And this mattered. It really did. And I cared about all three sides going on. You know, the glimpse into Kaelon culture after knowing Isaac for as long as we have, and you know, the length of time that we've been building up to see that glimmer of humanity and I use humanity loosely, but you know what I mean. In the Kaelon, in Isaac, and then in the other Kaelon people, you know, they were out for revenge. That was not a calculated, logical act. That was vengeance. That was
we've been hurt, we're going to hurt someone.
Yeah. That was a victim of abuse getting their revenge. That's what it was. And that's difficult to watch because we know that, you know, we know the healthy option is not to take the revenge, you know, and you know, many of us have been hurt in a lot of ways, and you know, you don't go and kill the people that hurt you. You know, you rise above it. Go ahead.
I have more question in this because, you know, they mentioned a couple times with Isaac, you know, he was built after they had killed off their creators, and they made it sound like that's not very common. Is he the only one? Was he built just for that, and there are no others that have been built afterwards? Because I know there's been talk of, you know, Kaelons are immortal, you know, they will continue operating until they're destroyed, basically.
Fewer of them.
Yeah, so maybe there are fewer of them, and you know, we just haven't seen any others yet. will that get changed? Will they kind of be like seeds of reasonable Kalons, or will they be reprogrammed?
Right.
I don't know. It seems like the Battlestar Galactica kind of did a thing with this, because the Cylons, the newer Battlestar Galactica, the Cylons were created by the Colonials, and
right.
Then there was a sect of them broke off from the main Cylons, and in the end ended up helping the Colonials against the primary Cylons. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I gotcha. So let's take this into a different perspective. So one of the things that we've always talked about in the Orville is it's just continuous ability to approach issues of the present day, social issues, ethical issues, and so forth.
Can I break it down? Sorry to interrupt. I mean, I really feel like a lot of shows do this, not just sci-fi, but what the Orville's doing, that is they're making good sci-fi.
They are. They are. And there's a specifically sci-fi topic that this covered that is also a current present day social issue, and that is the ascension of artificial intelligence. Just today, I saw a headline that is something I've been dreading for my adult life, which is the EU has passed a law that says that they are going to require speed limiters in cars starting in a couple years that change with posted speed limits. So in the EU, in a car built after 2022, you will not be able to drive faster than the posted speed limit. It will be technologically limited. There'll be, well, I take that back. There'll be like a temporary override. You can like push a button and like go faster for like a minute or something, but it's required by law. And that's another intrusion of AI on our lives. And we can talk about, increased automation in the workforce, but it just keeps going. Facial recognition, even as simple as, ad personalization and Netflix and Hulu suggestions and stuff like that. Those are all things that are creeping in, and those are things that, I don't know about you guys, but they scare me to death. I don't want that shit, and here we have an episode of that reaching its ultimate, worst possible conclusion. And I'm positive I'm not alone in that fear. And
I don't want to be watch some anime and, I'm reading subtitles but hearing Japanese, and then all of a sudden my phone starts giving me, ads in Japanese, and it's like,
right, yeah.
My phone was listening to me?
Yeah. Well, and you guys know that, I'm a car guy, and Scrodrick, you're also a car guy and all that.
Uh-huh.
I mean, you guys, I have expressed to you over the years that when I go shopping for a car, I want a car that has the least amount of automation possible. I purposely bought a stick shift, 4-cylinder, naturally aspirated car with like the bare minimum electronics in it. Like, I don't want I don't want a sport button. I don't want an eco mode. I don't,
I would love if the Mahindra Roxor was street legal. It's basically a, Willys Jeep with no options.
Right.
But it's considered a, utility vehicle that you can't drive on the road.
Yeah. But, I bought a Ford Focus manual base model. It doesn't even have cruise control. I would like cruise control. But,
that would be cut out so many options you couldn't get the one you wanted.
I know, yeah, exactly. But and I, while I'm cognizant of the, specifically with cars, that's another conversation, because, for the sake of climate change, we need to transition away from fossil fuels. And I'm cognizant that electric cars are going to require just accepting the fact that the technologies change and things are going to have to be more automated, yada, yada, a whole other discussion. But, the point I'm making is that, I actively avoid as much of that as I can. Like, the first thing I do when I get a new phone is I turn off every possible tracking option. My default browser has script blockers and ad blockers and everything blockers and decentralization trackers. My home router has a DNS server that doesn't keep logs. And, I do all those things. because I don't want to be a part of that machine. I don't want it in my life. I want to be able to access technology on my own terms. And I am quite afraid of the fact that that's becoming less and less possible. And and this hits home on that front too. So there are so many angles from which this two-parter works so well. And this is our first rating over 9, and it will be hard pressed to see anything come close to that, like that we watch from here on out.
And I'm really glad I did not read any of the IMDb like synopsis, which is hard since I look at them.
Yeah.
Well, I told you the measures I took. It was like unsubscribe from everything related to the Orville. I do not want any spoilers. Like, I am going to stop watching after part 1 so you guys can catch up so we can watch it together, because I was so excited about this, and I'm glad part 2 lived up to, the cliffhanger of part 1.
Both episodes have a 9.3 rating.
Mm-hmm. I assume they were probably rated together, basically.
That's not always the case. Like in Star Trek, Best of Both Worlds, Part 1 and Part 2 have different ratings.
For the sake of discussion, what are the ratings for Best of Both Worlds Part 1 and 2?
I believe I don't have that up, but I can in a second.
Okay, well, let's pull it up and let's find out, because I think that's relevant.
They're in the 9s. I want to say 9.4.
Okay, because we're nowhere close to that in Star Trek: The Next Generation, but that's what we're comparing this to, right?
As far as I'm concerned, similar moment. It was like, and
it was honestly a fairly similar plot in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
But I think just in level of quality, that's where we are. We're on that level. This could have been a feature film, and it would have been a very good one. It would have seemed
really cool shots in that too. Like I was saying, like I love some of the shots when they're on approach to Kalon and
Best of Both Worlds Part 1, 9.4.
9.4.
And Part 2, 9.3.
0.3. So equivalent. I mean, a tenth of a point isn't much, and then the 9.3.
Technically, if you put them together, it's a 20th of a point.
Right. So I'm blown away. I really am. And I want to just stress again, because I'm always kind of a harp on this. There was a big, exciting, action-packed space battle that went on for a long time, and I kind of rage against that a lot in a lot of our commentaries. But I want to stress that it's not the actual existence of a big, long, intense space battle that I don't like. It's when it happens in a vacuum and it's the point of the show. Yeah. That I don't like. And that was not what's going on here. The space battle was necessary. That made it climactic. That was the story. But there you go. Keyword story. To contrast that with 2009 Star Trek A, Star Trek : Star Trek, the Trek of Stars, and all that. We, and as much as we know that, we knew them in their old iteration. And that movie gives you nothing before it's shooty, splody, kicky, punchy. Star Trek Discovery, I watched the pilot, and 5 minutes in, they're getting blown up by Klingons. We know nothing about the characters. We know nothing about the technology. We know nothing about the politics of that time or anything else. And it's when that's the point that I just don't care. It's like watching a Michael Bay movie. I have seen like 4 of the Transformers movies, but I couldn't tell you what happens in any of them. Like, I can't pay attention. It's just like they get into this fight and then everything gets smashed. And I literally, like, I find myself like staring at the wall next to the TV because I can't care. I try to care and I can't, because there's no reason to care.
The only reason I can make it through the Michael Bay Transformers movies is just because of the voice of Optimus Prime, because of that brings me back to childhood, and that's how they sold those movies.
Right. That's fair. That's fair enough. But I don't...
But I was pissed that they brought in Hugo Weaving instead of the original voice of Megatron, because they wanted Agent Smith instead.
Of course. Yeah, so there we are. So I just want to make clear that I liked this battle. And I liked it because not only was it a fantastic set of effects and well written and well produced. It told the story, and the story is what matters to me. So there you are.
This is on par with my favorite space battle on the show, which was an episode of Babylon 5 called Severed Dreams, which it took me 5 times to actually make it to the end, which is a funny story.
Oh,
yeah. Babylon 5 aired. They tried its best to kill it. They aired it at midnight on a Sunday night.
Oh man.
And I was still in like high school. I wasn't allowed to stay up and watch it, so I did.
Yeah, naturally.
Yeah.
But midnight on a Sunday night.
Yeah.
You got to this
That's tough.
episode where they clearly said there's going to be a huge space battle. Like the ships, they show the ships closing in on each other. They launch fighters, and everybody's like ready, charge weapons, target, whatever, all this stuff. And commercial break.
Going down.
The very first time, I fell asleep during the commercial break. So it aired again, and so I set my VCR to record it. No. That was the third time. Here's what happened. It aired again, and there's a bad storm, and about the same point,
power went out.
The TV signal just stopped. The power was on, but no signal.
Oh, it was like over the air still, yeah. Because we were back in the Stone Age when, you watch TV through things they called radio waves.
Get out the tinfoil.
Yeah.
The third time, they were re-airing. They canceled this show, then they picked it up for a 5th season on TNT. But they were re-airing all the original episodes.
Right.
And I didn't have cable, but my grandma did, so I programmed her VCR to record it. And I didn't want to miss anything, and they aired, 5 of the rerun episodes and 1 new episode a week, right? That's 6 episodes, right?
Right.
I didn't want to miss anything, so I had it start, like a couple minutes before. You know where this is going. So that episode aired on a Friday.
Yeah.
And I don't know how I didn't notice this, but every week I would miss the last 15 minutes of the episode on Friday. I hadn't had a chance to watch them. So we got to the exact same point. And the VCR cut out.
And out of tape.
Ouch.
The 4th time, I'm over at my grandma's. They're airing the episode. And something screwed up with the cable. Like the video's like fracturing. Same episode. Almost the same point. And the cable went out. I had to freaking when they came out, I had to buy the DVD before I saw this episode.
Wow.
So, were there any other attempts after that? Like the DVD didn't shatter inside your player or anything like that, right?
No.
Okay,
House caught fire.
The apocalypse happened.
Yeah.
Just in that local area.
Yeah, that episode, by the way, I just checked because I was curious, actually has an IMDb rating of 9.6.
Oh, well, there we go. So someday when we do Babylon 5, we'll look forward to that.
And actually, I'm kind of looking forward to doing Babylon 5 someday because, my mother, not a sci-fi person really, where I am, I have not seen Babylon 5. My mother has seen all of Babylon because she got into it during its original run.
Oh, wow. I think I've seen the pilot and the first couple episodes with you, Dracofunk.
Yes,
but that's
I really want you to watch it.
Well, this what we're doing here is the perfect way to get me to do it because, as I've said before on here, I rarely sit down and watch things.
There's some things about it you won't like.
That's not surprising, but there are some things about everything I don't like.
I know. It is... It is highly serial.
Yeah. See, and I can deal with that. Like I can enjoy it. You know, like I like Deep Space Nine. I don't hate the show. I don't refuse to watch it or anything, but it's just not my preferred format. You know what I mean?
To the point where it's really annoying until you get into some of the later stuff. And they do a really excellent job of it, though. Like, there will be somebody doing, like, a little thing in the background while they're talking.
Mm-hmm.
And then you realize, like, 8 episodes later that they were actually building something.
Matters. Nowadays, since we can watch shows in, big runs instead of, like, catch it on TV at a random time and know it's a random episode...
Yeah,
it's a lot nicer,
Right, and doing it for Highway 47, we would be doing it in sequence anyway. So that would work well, that way. Yeah, I'd be happy to do that as part of what we do.
We should do it while we're doing Deep Space Nine.
Well, and that's what we just watched.
Yeah,
in the first part, they say, if the Kalons join, that'll be a great ally against the Krill.
Yeah, that's interesting, isn't it?
So. Turned out to be quite the opposite.
Maybe this will, be a big breakthrough in Krill relations.
I was noticing the next episode, the little 1-sentence teaser on Hulu says that Captain Mercer must initiate peace talks with the Krill. So, we're going to find out.
I just took my headset off because I purposely didn't read that.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Well, no, I didn't hear what you said, so let's just leave it at that.
Yeah, I haven't. Just so you know, I did not read had I read the IMDb synopsis of part 2, it says the Kalons take control of the Orville with the intentions of destroying all biological life forms.
Nice.
I did not read that this entire time.
Well, it's like Leonard Nimoy's story about the advertising campaign for Star Trek 3. Like, he kept, we're going to keep the Enterprise blowing up a secret. Keep it a secret. We don't want anybody to know. We don't want to spoil it. All this stuff. First preview. First thing that the voiceover says: the destruction of the Enterprise, and then the effect shot of it burning to death in the atmosphere. So yeah, but man, no, I'm to kind of wrap this up. I'm utterly blown away. That was one of the best sci-fi episodes of anything I've ever seen. I think the build to it was just made it spectacular. I was starting to actually, at the end of the last episode before this, I was starting to think, okay, all of this character development and all of these relationships and all of these personal plots are getting a little old, but the payoff was right here. We are so invested in the characters and in their stories and in the dynamics between all of these cultures and these races and in the just everything, that to have this episode threaten that as much as it did and to do it so strongly really, really mattered. I'm just absolutely, I can't recommend enough to people, and I will, to actually just marathon the Orville up to this point. And that's coming from a guy who doesn't marathon things. This was built and executed perfectly. I think any studio executive or any production company would be wise never to doubt Seth MacFarlane again. He just made something amazing and all that. If the Orville as a series ended there, it would be satisfying. I would be disappointed because I want more, but that would be a sufficient ending, closure, just complete bookend to the entire thing right there. It really, really would.
So now where are they going to go from here?
We'll find out next week on Wednesday or so.
All right.
So thank you all for joining this. I hope we didn't waste too much time in between episodes trying to hurry up and get it going. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Leave some comments. Let us know how things are going. As of the recording of this, we're actually kind of catching up to where they are. I think we're only 2 episodes behind. right now.
Yeah, we got to actually a few weeks before they release a new one, so
we may actually catch up. If you have a one-off idea for what we can do in the meantime, if we do catch up and have something for our Wednesday release, let us know. I have a couple ideas that we have talked about in the past. But if there's something you want to see us do, let us know. And we'll see you when we get there.
Have a good night.
Keep it real.
Need some recovery. That one. Take care, guys.
Yeah.